Hi everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, back yet again for my lovely post-market wrap-up for today, Tuesday, August 7th, 2018. I have a few things I want to cover with you. Some of this I think you're going to find kind of interesting. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Let's start off with this. Stocks finished higher across the board today. You know why. It's incredible. I outlined this in the video that I did this morning with regard to these new sanctions on Iran, which never work. So you have to think about why they were actually done. Why did we do this right now? It's very easy to understand. Again, I did talk about this at length, and I also explained how me included, were the net losers here with regard to how this played out today. But certain parts of this market did really well off of it. Oil and gas companies, energy sector, financials. Okay, that's old hat, under the bridge. I talked about it this morning. Please watch that video if you did not see it. Okay, I wanted to cover a few other things today. I did something which I actually posted all over my social networks, and that is simply this. I dumped all of my Bitcoin, my Litecoin, and my Ethereum. All of it gone. Poof. Why would Greg do that? Is Greg saying that these things are going to just plunge right now, that they're going to go to zero? No, that's not why I personally got rid of mine today. As most of you know, I've been explaining to you, well, let me back up just a moment here real quick so I could set the stage so you could get a perspective on why I dumped my cryptocurrency today. When Bitcoin hit $2,700, I wrote an article. I explained to all of you that I was now entering a position with regard to Bitcoin at that time. I said it was going to 5,000. Well, when it hit 5,000, I added to that position. I also wrote an article explaining to all of you at that time it was going to 10,000. Well, that did play out to be true. I did exit that entire position at that time, somewhere around $9,300. So I was a very, very happy guy. Made out really well. I explained to all of you at that time, in fact, I went off the deep end on it. When I found out that Bitcoin was going to start to trade on the futures exchanges, I had a fit. I am on public record explaining to all of you that when it hit 20,000 and it was about to open up on those exchanges, I said, dump it, get rid of it. I got laughed at. I got ridiculed. I can't tell you how many crypto sites were saying that I was some kind of Looney Tune. Because I told everyone, I said, this is it. Bitcoin is going down. Get rid of it. Dump it. Well, I mean, to say the least, I was proven to be, off the Richter scale, correct. I did not want Wall Street to get their hands on Bitcoin in any way, shape, or form. Well, several months ago, I re-entered positions on Bitcoin, Litecoin. I started buying Ethereum as well. This has honestly been kind of dead money for a while. That's not the reason why I got rid of my cryptocurrencies today. What really set me off today was simply this. Bitcoin was trading higher earlier today because of the prospect of an exchange-traded fund or a Bitcoin ETF being launched by Wall Street. That was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for this guy sitting right here in front of you. Look, here's the deal, and the draw for me, and it should have been for you. Bitcoin, let's stick with Bitcoin now because it's kind of the granddaddy of cryptocurrencies. The premise of this was a decentralized, kind of like, not a part of the machine. That was why it was introduced, to give people an alternative. Now, with Wall Street already having their long hands on Bitcoin through the futures exchanges, and now they want to introduce an ETF, and there are some, probably many, Bitcoin advocates here who think this is a good thing. Really? Well, the whole concept, again, was a decentralized kind of, not feeding the machine concept. Now we're going to feed the machine? Absolutely not. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I mean, that was the draw for me, and I think that was really the draw for many, many people who said, hey, you know something? Here's a concept that maybe has a chance to work here. But look at what's going on right now. And I don't know. I have no idea, nor do I care, zero, about where Bitcoin goes now, or Litecoin, or Ethereum. I don't own it now. I don't care at all. It could go to zero, or it could go to a gazillion. Doesn't matter to me. Again, it was the draw of this thing being, kind of decentralized and not part of the freaking machine, which is disgusting. You all know that. So that's why I dumped my cryptos today. It's gone completely 180 against what this stuff was created for. And it's very disheartening to me to see. I wish, and I have said this many times, that Wall Street would keep their freaking hands off of one thing. Maybe this one thing was going to be it, but no, it doesn't seem like that at all. And there are a lot of crypto maniacs out here who, for some reason, are going to believe this is a good thing. Well, good for you. Look at gold, look at silver. What happened to these things? Now, they obviously have a futures exchange. They have an ETF. I mean, need I say more? Seriously. And again, I'm not putting a target on whatever this stuff does. I don't care what it does anymore. All right, here we go. Let's move on to something else I think is important here. So let's talk about Tesla real quick. We found out, I mean, this is kind of I personally think that Elon Musk has played Wall Street like a grand piano. Good for him, seriously. And I want to cover a few things that I believe you're going to find very interesting. So, this guy here in front of you did buy Tesla stock today, okay? I took those funds that was locked up kind of, for a while now, doing nothing with cryptocurrencies, and I bought Tesla stock. Why would Greg do that? Well, I don't know if you were following the markets. Elon Musk put out a tweet earlier where he had said he wants to was thinking about it, or thought it would be a good idea to take Tesla private. Now, number one, let's back up. Earlier today, it was announced that some Saudi Arabian company made a big investment in Tesla. Anybody out here find it interesting that on the same day that occurred, Elon Musk comes out and says, hey everyone, I'm thinking about taking Tesla private, and I even have funding lined up to do it. I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, if this wasn't, it's right in our face. I believe that this is something that Elon Musk has wanted to do for a very long time. And I believe, obviously, since I just bought the stock, that it's going to happen. Now, he floated out a price there of $420 to take it private, per share. I personally think it's once the board gets a hold of this and has to vote on it, it's going to probably be much higher than that. And that's why I decided to do what I did here today. Now, I'm not saying that you should do the same thing here and go buy Tesla stock. I'm just telling you what I did. Whatever you decide to do, understand. You need to think about these things. You need to weigh out the pros and the cons. The cons are I could be completely wrong. But I do believe this is something that Elon Musk has wanted to do for a very, very long time. I think it's something he should do for a myriad of reasons that I could devote a whole video to. But that's how I played this today. And I think, again, that it's going to be profitable. Hopefully. Could be wrong. There's no doubt about that. So anyway, I hope I have outlined for you why. Number one, I felt it was time for me to just say later to Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum here. This stuff has gone completely in a different direction than I believe many people who believed in cryptocurrency thought it would go. It is now, again, if Wall Street gets their hands on this through an ETF, it's just gone against its principle of being a decentralized, kind of off the map, kind of not feeding the machine thing. And again, that was a draw. That was the draw to me, why I was holding on to it. I wanted to see what happened. Well, look what is happening. So with that said, doesn't mean I'm never going to get back into it again. But for now, I'm out. And I told you how I'm playing Tesla here on the premise that I believe they are going to go private. And that would make the stock I just bought substantially more valuable. All right, with that said, I will let you all go, and we will talk in the morning.